Number 5, grow your success council. Grow your success council. Your success council is the people around you. Man, I talk to so many people about this, and I still think that it's so misunderstood and not done as well. I'll ask people, man, like, who do you have around you to support you on this business journey? They're like, oh yeah, well, my wife does. Cool. I mean, that's amazing. Who else though? I'm talking about a council. I'm not talking about one person. Grow your success council. Who's in your council? The Bible says, Proverbs 15:22, without counsel, plans fail, but with many advisors, they succeed. Who are your advisors? Who are your counsel? And if you don't have it, trust me when I say you got to start building it. I've been to some dark places in entrepreneurship, and that's why I feel like I can actually get on here and share with people now, because I've actually been to some pretty dark places. When I first started off, I had some pretty selfish intentions. I've been through some big times highs and lows of entrepreneurship, and I'm not perfect, and I don't have it all figured out, but I've came to the other side, and I've learned a lot along just the last 5 years. Without counsel, plans fail, but with many advisors, they succeed. So why are we not putting ourselves around more advisors? Why are so many of us trapped in this mindset of I'll do it by myself? I said this the other day in a live, is that for those of us that think this entrepreneurship journey is lonely, then we need to ask for help. We need to get people around us, because you're doing it wrong if you think it's lonely. I used to say that to myself as well. I was like, man, this is so lonely. I'm at this coffee shop by myself. I'm sitting at my desk by myself. Nobody understands me. What is going on? You have to build your own success council. Those are the people around you. And let me tell you what a success council does. These are people around you that, number 1, are in your profession. Number 2, achieved great things outside of your profession. Number 1, get around people that have achieved great things inside of your profession. Number 2, get around people that have achieved great things outside of your profession. And then what does a success council do? A success council is happy when you win. A success council is happy when you achieve things. The number 1 determinant, if that's even a word, the number 1 determining factor for me is when I achieve great things in my life and I can tell people around me that aren't very happy about it, they're not a part of your success council. I've cut all of those out, and I am by no means an advocate for cancel culture. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about having a tight group of people that you can lean on, that you can trust, that you can ask questions to, that you can think with, that you can brainstorm with, that you can care about, that you can actually know that care about you and your future. That's a success council. A business is not meant to be grown alone. A business is meant to be grown with many, many, many people. And you're going to need many, many people to help you along the way. Shoot, I know that I have. I can't even count on 2 hands the amount of people that have helped me along this journey. Because, man, I've been a jacked up mess along this way, trying to figure it out. And if a jacked up mess like me can have, over the last 5 years, 3 successful businesses, you can too. But you got to be willing to ask for help. You've got to be willing to reach out, ask questions, and understand that you don't know it all. That's the beginning of building a success council, was first agreeing, pushing aside your ego and saying, I don't know it all. I need help. Who's in it? The number 1 person in mine is God. And then I've built people on this earth around me. But the first thing that leads me is God. Like I actually always have somebody to talk to about business. Is like, Hey, where you lead me now? What should I do now? Who should I serve now? How should I serve someone now? How can I help Sharon Wisniewski today? Like, we have to have that. So without counsel, plans fail, but with many advisors, they succeed. And I call this principle, the Success Counsel principle, the bookend to it all. In my new book, I've got 11 principles to success in life and in business. And this is the bookend. The bookend is growing a success counsel that can roll with you through thick and thin as you grow a business. So let me recap the 5, and then I want to share something with you guys. Number 1, serve first, sell second. Number 2, keep your purpose front and center. Number 3, steady, consistent growth above quick growth all day long. Number 4, steadfast faith precedes all greatness. Number 5, grow your success counsel. I want to talk about service, and I want to talk about this. So when I first moved to Denver, I'm a big breakfast burrito fan. Are any of you guys as well? Do any of you love breakfast burritos? I love it. I think it's an amazing breakfast. I don't even eat it every day. I usually actually have a green smoothie every day, but I love breakfast burritos. And so I moved to Colorado, and there was this little shack, literally next to this tiny little shack next to a liquor store. And I kept passing by every single morning as I went out for my new home health job in Colorado before I started my practice. So this was nearly 6 years ago. And I kept passing by it, and every single morning, like, it has this line of cars around the corner. And of course that piques your interest, right? It's like, what the heck is that? Like, it's a little shack. It was called Rocky's Burritos. It's like, what the heck is this place? And so I drive by multiple times a day when I'm going to work and then when I'm coming back from work. And then finally one morning, driving by at 7 a.m., I'm like, all right, screw it. I'm gonna go get one of these burritos before my first client. There's gotta be something going on here. And so I wait about 30 minutes in line, incredibly long line, and I was actually getting really frustrated as I was going through the line. I was just like, dude, what the heck is this crap? Like, no wonder why the line is so long, because it's so dang slow. And then I finally get up to the front of the line. This guy with some kind of slightly longer hair, older guy, in his early 60s, named Rocky, opens up the window, and he goes, "What's up, bro?" And it has this really great Colorado personality, and immediately grabs a box of donuts. He had stacks of them behind him, and goes, "Hey man, I decided I wanted some donuts on the way to work this morning. I wanted to share it with my customers." So I grab a donut and I start eating it. He's like, "So what's up, man? Where are you off to? What do you do? Cool, you're a physical therapist." Awesome. He starts making conversation with me, and I realized he has such a long line because so many customers want to come here, but because he actually gets to know every single person. He serves first, sells second. And that's not the end of the story. Let me tell you what else happened. So I started coming here about once to twice a week. About once to twice a week, I was going there in the morning for a big old burrito. But really, like, the burritos were really good, but I was coming there for Rocky. Like, Rocky and I started to develop this bro friendship, right? I just really gelled with this guy, and I saw him all around town, and just one of those guys that was always super friendly. And I finally asked him, I was like, "Just Rocky, like, I mean, dude, like, you got this little shack here. How is it always busy?" And he was like, "Josh, I sell out of burritos every single morning. I have done so for the last 10 years. And I was like, "How?" And he goes, the local Denver news has tried to do multiple different appearances of me and my business on the news, and I've turned them down every single time. And here's why: because I can't handle the business that I already have. And so if I were to go on the news, I would have business that coming out of my eyeballs, and I wouldn't be able to handle it. And I said to him, I was like, well, why not open up another location? He's like, well, I don't want to. Let me hear this before I jump off. He said, I don't want to. I was like, okay. I was like, why not? I'm actually a business coach as well. Why not? And he said, because I sell out of burritos every single morning. I create an incredible living for my family and I get to go fishing by 12 p.m. every single day. I mean, as a business coach, I just looked at him. I was like, I can't blame you, bro. That's amazing. Good for you. The American dream's still alive. And I was just shocked. And I asked him, I was like, so how do you keep people coming back over and over and over again? You're so great at serving, Rocky. Like, how do you do that? He was like, Josh, I just focus on serving my customers and doing how I would typically treat my family. That's how I treat them. So if I want donuts in the morning, I'm gonna go get donuts for my family. If I'm in a good mood and I want to share some inspirational quotes, I'm going to share some inspirational quotes. If I want to share some jokes that day, which he does have a daily joke board, then hey, I'm going to make people laugh because I'm in a good mood that day and I'm going to share some jokes. He serves first, he sells second. He is not concerned with the sell portion. He's totally infatuated with just serving first. And if we can let that first principle really seep into all of us, you can have all the success in the world. Because all it takes for you is just to fully focus on your community and serving your community and loving your neighbor and loving the people around you first before the sale comes. But we have so much rhetoric and so much tactics out there that are just toxic, in my opinion, that are all about like, do this sales technique, do that, say this thing to people when you're trying to sell to them so you can manipulate them. Man, can I just be straight up with you guys? Like, that's just such bullshit. If we want to have businesses that survive for years, for decades, we gotta become an integral part of our communities. An integral part of our communities. We have to serve first. We have to care about our clients. It doesn't mean taking their needs before yours. It just means serve first, sell second. And the sale will always come when you learn to serve greater. That's the message I want to leave you guys with today. I hope this has been helpful. These principles mean a lot to me, and I've really tried so much so, I'll even show you guys over on that green board in the corner over there. I have my own principles that I've developed, all 11 of them on that board, because that's truly what I live. And I'm trying to get this book published with every ounce of my effort in me so that I can share it all with everyone else out there. So I'm currently searching for a traditional publisher right now, and I'll just share that with you guys because it's my birthday, and I haven't shared that with too many people. So these mean a lot to me, so I hope you guys get some value from this as well. If you have, let me know in the comments, and let me know which principles of those 5 that I shared resonate with you the most too. You guys are awesome. Hey, as always, I'm literally just a message away. Type in Josh Payne, shoot me a message on Facebook. Let's talk if you need help growing your business. Later, guys.